Tone's got a question for you about, big time shots. We almost saw one last night.
Yeah, PK, obviously your hit on Marshawn that we saw there was awesome and clean. Trouba, we have seen in the past, I think it was game 5 against Sidney Crosby with a cheap shot chicken wing that won them that series. And Trouba last night, just an absolute torpedo trying to take another guy's head off. Oh. Is that a guy you just love to have on your team and hate to play against, or what do you think about old Troubs?
Well, first of all, if I told you I didn't love everything about this clip right now, I'd be lying. I love it. I love the nonsense. I love the stuff that toes the line. I mean, that elbow hits him. If that elbow hits Martin Necas in the chin, Trouba's gone for probably the rest of the series, maybe more, right? But it doesn't. No, let's be honest, right? Now, I don't think the intent. I'm gonna take myself into Jacob Trouba because I played against him. I know him. Mm-hmm. I love Troubs, and I love his game.
Look at the kick to the head.
I do not want to ever see him. I do not want to ever see him stop hitting and trying to hit guys like that. I want to see more of it, actually, and I love it. And I think we need it in the game. I try to protect guys like Troubs because it's an element in the game that we don't want to leave, but it's got to be clean. And I think Troubs has been really good at that, at hitting guys, devastating hits, but doing it with his shoulder. When I played, I tried to do it with my hip a lot more because I'd be skating backwards and try to catch guys with their head down that way. Troubs is really, really good timing-wise of stepping up and hitting guys forward. And when you do that, it's difficult when guys switch angles and switch positions. So Martin Necas, in that last moment, kind of bails out. And I thought Trouba, the reason why the elbow came up first was to brace himself from hitting the glass, but that elbow came up a lot earlier. It came up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. Put it this way: I'm just happy that the elbow didn't hit him, because then we'd be talking about something else. But I loved it when I saw this on the sitting in the stands. I mean, every fan was on their feet. I love to see that in hockey. You just got to keep that elbow down. So I'd like to see it with the shoulder.
Okay, kick to the back of the head is not a penalty.
It was an accident.
Well, that's by accident. I mean, come on,
just
guys.
Kicking a guy in the back of the head. I mean, it shouldn't have accident or not.
Here's what I'll say though. Players, hold on. Who's on the ice? Hold on. You step on the ice at MSG. Like before a game, when you're looking at the lineup and you're looking at a roster, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at Boston. I see a Ginla, Horton, Thornton, Paille, Campbell. I see Thornton. I see McQuaid. I see Boychuk. I see Chara. I see Recchi. I see Seidenberg. I see I'm seeing a list. Barons. I'm seeing a list of guys. I'm saying, okay, they got 11 guys on this team. So I can't step on the ice without having my head on a swivel that there's 11 potential killers on the other team that could take my head off if my head is down. And I'm a marked man. So for players that step out on the ice today, and this is where I think it's lost in the game, guys step on the ice like they're out for a walk in Battery Park here in Fidei when they should be walking down the street like they're in Harlem. Like, guys, you got to have your head on a swivel. Okay. You can't be skating through the middle of the ice with your head down. Like there's a killer out there. Like that Trouba guy's for real. So you got to know. No, you got to know that he's on the ice. And
let's scout him for it. Let's know our enemy here.
Well,
we got to know.
It's man. Like, it's part of the game. And I don't want it going away because guys are out there lackadaisical for a skate. Like, you got to know that a guy like Trouba is going to throw. He's looking for the big hit. So he's got to keep his elbow down. He's got to hit clean. But players got to keep their head up. I'm sick and tired of seeing guys skate around with their head down.
Yeah, and we as fans and internet people are happy because, I mean, the GIF of him torpedoing himself into the glass.
Awesome.
It was just like that dude with the judge in Vegas. You know, that was literally what it was. An immediate thought. It was an immediate thought. As soon as you see him fly, it's like. And then also yesterday, it was literally the same thing.
Jersey on that.
That guy's going to jail forever. He knows.
Elbow came early.
I think he was told yeah, you're going to jail forever. He's like, well, at least one last.
Go out with a bang.
Yeah. That guy was so good in high school.
Hey, I got a question, though. I got a question. You think Martin Necas is going to be looking over his shoulder every time he takes a breakout pass, stepping up the middle of the ice for the next 6 games? Or for the next 5 games?
Yeah, I think anybody
goes 7?
Anybody playing the Rangers, I think, are thinking that now, yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. So message is set.
Yeah, look out.
Well, it's not clapping. They're not pity patting like you hockey players with football.
Hardball hockey.
Nick, six.
All right.